family.
Got
No
him.
Headz gon' tell you the truth. Be out here some info. You know what we here for? The Old Heads podcast. Yo, we coming from North Shades to the team at the Barclays. The Old Heads podcast. Yo, from Will scoring 100 to job being one. The Old Heads podcast. Yo, let's go.
Yeah, buddy, old heads, episode 139, man. I'm your co-host, Omar, aka Millie, aka that dude, aka Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. Back in the basement, man. We got a great show today lined up for you guys. Of course, it is March, so this is our March Madness edition today, man. We're going to be doing 10 questions, and 10 questions today. The 10 best players, regardless of gender, and 90s college basketball. Then, of course, we got to be talking about NFL free agency, shakes and moves, a lot of stuff going on. We're going to be picking one free agent signing we like, and also one player that a team we signed that we loved or liked. And then we're also going to do one free agent signing that we didn't necessarily like, and a player that, or two maybe, who knows, that we thought, man, that might have been a little bit of reach to re-sign this player. But hey, before we get into any of that, I'm gonna let these brothers introduce themselves. We got a lot more lined up today, man. March Madness edition, man. I know some of y'all gonna be taking off work. Some of y'all probably already took off work, but hey, if you off work, you might as well watch us, man. Hit that like button, subscribe, man. Don't be dusty, man. Go ahead, brother, introduce yourself.
Boy, B.I.
Yes, sir.
It's your boy Cool, Mr. Blaze.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Hendo G, a.k.a. French Loaf, a.k.a. the man who be smoking that stuff.
To the man that be smoking that stuff. That shit is hilarious. Billy Messless. That never gets old.
Bobby Vest time.
Bobby Vest time. That shit's funny. Moving right along, man. Of course, it's y'all first time checking us out, man. It is Hendo's Hot Take, man. That's how we start every episode. Hendo, what's the hot take?
Man, R.P. the legend, man. George Foreman, man. How much good years of boxing he brought us, and probably the world's best mini grill ever on earth. Thanks for bringing that out, man. Thanks for doing what you did for the history of boxing and everything, man. You're just a legend, man. You know, unfortunately, good boxers, you know, in that era really don't live long lives, man. So, unfortunately, he had to go at a young age of, 76?
Yep.
But, man, long live the legend, man. You'll always be a legend of boxing, man.
I like that, man. Salute,
And
man.
a legend of breakfast. That motherfucker real saved the nigga ass.
Man, real was everything.
I swear. Sasha
Still
Squares.
is. Still is.
Sasha Squares.
Oh, man. George Foreman family, much respected, old heads, R.I.P., man, one of the greatest boxers to ever do it. Also, R.I.P. to the late, great Slick Watts, former Seattle Supersonics point guard, passed away at the young age of 73. So, salute, man, Slick Watts, man, Seattle legend. Yeah, man, here from old heads, man. You love somebody, man, tell them, man. This time here on earth is very, very precious. I'm telling you, man, it go by fast. So, hey, it's never too late, man. If you gotta love somebody, man, if you got issues, patch it up. Because I'm telling you, man, time go by fast and you will regret it. But moving right along, Black Fact of the Week. With Trump tariffs and Wall Street having some record low numbers because of it, it got me to thinking, have you guys ever heard of Jeremiah Hilton? Would be the good person I thought to bring up. He was the first black man to get rich off Wall Street. Born in 1807, he made a fortune through shrewd financial dealings and also had a hedge fund. At the time of his death in 1875, he was worth $2 million, which in today's economy would be around $200 million. So the first man, with everything going on Wall Street, believe it or not, the first man to make a fortune in the 1800s, man, black man, Jeremiah Hilton, man. So that's our Black Fact of the Week, man. That was the wrong. My fault, Jeremiah. I hope you laughing up there, man. I did not mean that. Moving right along, man. Sports entertainment news. Angel Reese continued to build a case for one of the best young players in the league by receiving the unrivaled DPOY Award, which is Defensive Player of the Year. What are the odds of her winning it next year in the WNBA?
I don't know to hear what y'all have to say about this.
I got you.
Shit, I think it's pretty good odds. I mean, shit, if she's already winning now at her young age, I mean, you only get better the next year after that. And she's only getting better, so I guess if she's getting it right now, she'll probably get it again next year. I wouldn't be surprised if she'd be the type of person and get it like a three-peat with it.
I just don't know like her competition as far as because you know she didn't win it last year in the league. She won it in whatever other league she played. Unrivaled. Yeah. So because I looked up who else won, but I don't know like who her competition is. Right. To me, that's like saying, you know, we'll not Gobert, but we'll like a perimeter player like Marcus Smart or will one of these guys, you know what I'm saying, win it over Gobert. Like, I don't know who the competition is.
Right.
To be very honest in what they do for their team.
So it's like young up and coming and some vets. And they got like, I want to say like 10 to 8 teams, something like that. And she plays for the Roses. So like right now you're playing against top rookies, some of the top vets that get more touches, you get more playing time before you come back into the league. This is like perfect for her to actually start getting into her rhythm. So like there's not that much for women to do basketball wise until they started coming up with these other leagues. Just like we got our G League, they got like a pro women league outside of the pro women's league. You know what I mean? So like they're doing their thing. It's gonna come back because some of her teammates are with her. You feel me? So now y'all building chemistry. All right, y'all playing against vets. You're learning a different style of play, and the key thing is you're learning diversity from different coaches. So now, if you know how this coach thinks, y'all playing together as a team, y'all come against this team where down the road, oh, it's just gonna get hectic. And all the shit that she's learning from the vets that are in this league, because she's constantly around somebody older, somebody in the league, somebody not like vetting her, but she's learning. You could tell like they're not little mama in her. Like,
so you think her chances of winning
is good?
Is good?
Yeah, because right now you got to think about it. Her rookie year, she didn't get it, but she got it in this unrivaled. Now, if she can do it in an unrivaled, her mentality should be, why can't I do it in the league? Because she's getting 1-2 steals a game, 1-2 blocks a game. So like her defense is there, and her rebounding's always there. She's giving you 13-13 with like 3 assists, 4 assists. Can you really complain? Like, it's all about the defense side of it at the end of it, because she got a person on the bench. Well, she got a person on her team that can drop 39 any given night. So she gets to play more of her role and develop herself. They ain't just looking for her to score. They do, like, they already know who the scorers are, but they know she's a rebounding threat, offense and defense.
Who you talking about scored 39 on that team?
There was this Chelsea Gray. Chelsea, is that her name?
Yeah. She played for the Aces.
Yeah, she played for the Aces, bro.
No.
She's the one that won it right.
No, fam,
no, I'm saying on what's this called? In Unrivaled.
Right, that's Chelsea Gray. She plays for the Aces.
No, so what's the Chelsea that's on her team?
So you are Kennedy.
Yes.
Not with them anymore.
Man, they had it on there last night when I was looking it up. I was watching a little bit.
She's not with them though. You can check. You can Google it, but
I need to watch.
Yeah. No, she not with them no more.
But you think she can get better?
Yeah,
you can look at this. You can look it up. I mean, because I don't want to give people wrong information. But
yeah, what you think, man?
I think personally, she has a chance, but I personally still think, excuse me, she's a year or two away from winning that award, because not sure how good the style be next year. as far as wins go. And also when you look at last year, she wasn't even a finalist. And all three that were finalists are in their prime and they're playing for winning teams. When you look at Collier, who plays for the Lynx, who finished who was first, Asia Wilson, who finished second last year. Now she might dip a little because Kelsey left, but I think Jackie Young is going to pick up a lot of that scoring slack. And then hopefully, speaking about the point guard, Gray, if she can finally stay healthy, I only know, excuse me, I only know as you get older, you typically get more injured, but if she can finally stay healthy, I think Asia has another chance of winning Defensive Player of the Year. And then when you look at Jonquel Jones, who plays for the Liberty, who was Finals MVP last year, she's I think 6'7", but she's a big center, and she also is finished third last year in Defensive Player of the Year. So I just think maybe when you look at maybe 2027, I just think next year, I just don't see it. Then you also have to look at she's also playing with Camila Cardozo, who's another player who's I think could be a stellar defensive player. So I think when you look at both of those guys, it's going to be hard. I think next year for Angel to get that award. Unrivaled is a completely different. Right. None of them. I don't think any of them played on the sky with her. I just saw that.
I was talking about Unrivaled. She was playing with.
Oh yeah, right, Unrivaled, right. But that's not. I'm talking about WNBA.
Yeah, defensive player of the
defensive player of the WNBA.
No, that's why I was saying like I think because Shorty being on her team during the Unrivaled situation, it makes it so she doesn't have to be a scorer. She gets to like develop her game. She gets to rebound. She gets to play defense. But she gets her points.
But that is her game. She's not really a scorer. That's what needs to develop. That is her job when she's in the W, because that's the type of player that she is.
Right.
But what I'm saying is that you have far too many others. She wasn't even a top 7 finalist last year. I just and then when you look at the players. I ain't even talk about Dejan Carter, who plays for the Mercury Suns. I think you just have too many other good players that's in their prime. Cam Brink is going to be coming back.
Right.
She's a stud on the defensive end. I just don't see. And then also when you look at wins, I don't see as to where the Sky is going to be that good as to where they're going to be a playoff team as to where.
I'm just saying, but the points and everything.
But
like,
fam, we're
talking it completely differently.
You're talking about apples and oranges. You're talking about a 3. That's the 3 versus 3, a verse of 5-on-5.
Right.
That's completely different, bro.
Right. It makes you have to play lockdown defense a little bit better.
But that
so
doesn't.
All that's happening
but
is
that
she's
doesn't
developing
fucking matter
her
when
defense.
it comes to a 5-on-5 game. Is all I'm saying. So we don't. Hopefully, playing with Chelsea Gray would help her, but we don't know how much that's going to translate to a 5-on-5 game, because we saw with her in a 5-on-5 game last year, she wasn't even a top 7 finalist. Where 3-on-3, that type of game, yeah, she might be depoy, but that's all I'm saying. I think it's far too many other fantastic defenders in the league that's still in their prime on winning teams to say that she's going to win Defensive Player of the Year in the league. That's just my opinion. But to wrap that up, man, moving right along, Dylan Harper, man, and Ace Bailey, both viewed as top 5 picks, but their team did not make the tournament. The last top pick that I can remember, who team that didn't make the tournament, was Ben Simmons. Do you guys think this is a bad sign for those two guys if you're an NBA team?
Not at all. Not at all. It's all about the heart and the frame of these kids. You got to think about it. You got a 6'6" point guard, 215. Then you got a small forward that's 6'10", 200. He need weight. Harper just needs to get some actual NBA reps underneath his belt. Like, you got to remember who his daddy was. You got to remember how much training, how much work he actually put in behind everything. So like when it comes to that, like it's just like missing your chance of winning the national championship. Like if you got there and you lost, Motherfuckers, remember you got there, but you lost. So you ended up with the same hardware that the motherfuckers that didn't even make it there ended up with. You get nothing. So at the end of the day, win or lose, the only thing that mattered about this whole NCAA is this bracket and the madness that's about to happen behind it. So like, it doesn't take away from their skills. Guess what? You could have some bomb-ass teams, but you could also have the best player in the country be on one of the weakest teams. Because you had Steph Curry come out of nowhere from Davidson. Now look at him.
They went to the tournament.
Yeah, he went to the tournament. He went to the tournament, but did they win it?
40 on it.
Did they win it though?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, my point exactly. You put your talent out there for the whole year. You only got so much footage. That's all it was.
I feel like that shit is a major red flag. Major. If you're supposed to be a man amongst boys, you're supposed to be killing boys. You know, to the point where, like, you know, I don't know. If I'm a team and I'm thinking about getting one of these guys, now I'm going back and checking tape. Because I need to see what your real ability is and how that actually could mesh with our team. Because what that's telling me is that you can be a good player, but you aren't the one. You know what I'm saying? Which means you shouldn't be top 5 to me. That means you are a number 2 on the team. You know what I'm saying? At best or something. That's what that tell me. Because if you can't control the game enough amongst these fucking boys, what the fuck you finna do against these bearded men with baby seats in the back, nigga? I'm just saying. It's a big, man, it's a major jump high. Once you get to that level of the NBA, NFL, these guys, man, everybody can run fast and jump high. It's the shoulders up. So and if you can't outsmart in that game, going against the key sports, just beat them. Either beat them. That's what we're really asking you to do. We ain't asked you to be a shoulders up guy yet. But you're supposed to be doing one of the two to the tune of getting to the motherfucking tournament. If you can't do that, I mean, I've seen guys not have good teams. I love Trae Young. His team was trash, nigga. They was trash. It was like motherfucking watching. Shout out to my man Les, man. It's like watching some young girls, and you got a good player, then they throwing the ball to girls who got wide open layups that they obviously about to smoke if they can motherfucking catch the ball first. You know, that was the equivalent of watching Trae Young in Oklahoma, man. It was horrible. Goddamn horrible. So with that being said, and that motherfucker, I'm not sure what they did that year, to be honest, went to the tournament or not, but I know he drove that team, this little guy, because this motherfucker plays larger than life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you can't get to the tournament, now we got to check the tape. If we were thinking about getting you, now we need to check the tape and see what your skill set really is and really watch what you're doing in certain moments of the game. You know, because this shit matter, man. Like, it's hard to unteach, you know, certain habits and motherfucking want to, man. Certain motherfuckers, I don't know what these kids' problem are. If you ain't consistent enough to win enough games to get there, then I don't know what you're doing. I wasn't watching these guys. I don't watch.
Could it be coaching? Coaching could be a big part of that.
That's very true too. Maybe the kid wasn't getting time, or maybe this or that. Like,
or maybe he was getting too much time.
Maybe he was hurt. We don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if I'm a GM, I'm looking into it. But it's definitely a red flag, though.
How you feel, Hundo?
Although I strongly agree with B.I., I feel like if you are, you know what I'm saying, something be something, you should be taking your team to the tournament. But I'm going to strongly disagree as well, because for the simple fact, I still believe that we all think we know somebody who has NBA-like talent, who just didn't get coached right, probably develop and stuff like that, who, you know, the right coach would have got handled, or if it would have went to the right place, would have been managed a little better, you know what I'm saying?
Most guys in the league that wasn't in the tournament.
So you know, I think of guys like Rafer Alston. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see him in no Big Ten tournament.
Right. Most of the gold dudes work.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
and that's what I'm saying. I always think about those guys on the back end because I think about the Thompson brothers. I didn't see them in no motherfucking tournament, and they went top 10 in the NBA coming out of a little league that would just started, Ignition League or whatever that just started 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And they were top both of them. Not one of them, both were of them. Went both the brothers.
The best dudes in the league wasn't never in the tournament because
And
they
they
fought.
both
And
you
they
know what I'm
were
saying?
like,
the
I'm just
tournament.
saying, like-
The tournament is to showcase not only players but the organization and what's ran with the coaching and the staff. A lot of people look at this and try to make it an individual, but this will always be a team game, especially when this is at a collegiate level like this. So this is when you have to
That's why I
see
love
guys
Michigan State,
at their most collegiate is working its chemistry, how you can pull your team together and rally from a 12-point deficit with a minute left, things like that. Those are the point because those are going to be the leaders of the team. They're going to be the guys helping run. But this guy who we ain't never heard of who can jump out the gym, he going to be our glue man. He gonna be our next Eagle Dow and shit. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But those are the guys mentally who lead these teams. These guys like that. That's why you see like Jay Williams with Duke, mentally guys who's strong who can lead a team. That's what you look for with these type of picks right here. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the members you looking for at this level.
You know what I look for in the tournament? Standout talent that's killing motherfuckers on some one-on-one whatever shit, or motherfucking that shit don't work. No, not from last week. Or I'm looking for connectivity, like Michigan State. Like the way these dudes play as a single unit, I look for guys off that team. That's where you get your Josh Harts, your Brunsons. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The fucking whatever Knicks, I forget what they call it, I forget the college they went to. But
Bridges,
you know what I'm saying?
but
Bridges,
that's what I'm saying. Those
because,
type
like,
players.
Yeah, but I like to see motherfuckers that know how to play within the system. So those are the guys I'm looking to draft, to be honest. You know, if I can see you can score well and you play within the system, if you know how to be coachable.
But a lot of
And we
this
get a
too,
good coaching
a
out of
lot
the
of this
system.
too is the Calabrinis and stuff. You know what I'm saying over here with Arkansas running up and knocking out this shit like that. Once it's coaching too, you got to be able to get intellect, good coaching with it. So that's why I can't say this is an individual player thing sometimes.
So just to wrap this up real quick, you say not a big deal?
Not a big deal.
Red flag.
Not a big deal.
Okay. Y'all let us know out there, man. I've seen both the young men play. Both of them definitely are top 5 talents. But hey, how do y'all feel about them not making a tournament? Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, yeah. Y'all let us know, man. Don't forget, man. Don't be dusty, man. Hit that like button too, man. Subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man.
The real way to think about it is
ESPN recently were under some more hot water. They came out with their top 5 college women's players of all time, but a lot of people were upset that Caitlin Clark wasn't on that list. Did you guys have a problem with that list? And if so, did you think she should be on that list? Now that list was 1, Breonna Stewart, 2, Candace Parker, 3, Diana Taurasi, 4, Maya Moore, 5, Cheryl Miller.
pick me.
Pause.
So the key question should be, who would you take off to put her on? If you're that upset about this whole situation, who would you take off to put her on?
They didn't win it, did they?
Who?
What's the name?
Iowa?
Yeah, Iowa didn't win it.
No, I think they went back to back. They went back to back championship
That
games.
shit matter. Rob Morty.
I'm just saying,
Oh, good.
who on that list would you take off to put
Caitlin
Caitlin Clark on? So like, I can't think of nan name that you just mentioned that I would take off. So like, what are they honestly arguing about? Like, what
They
are they
arguing the
upset?
fact that she scored the most points in, you know what I'm saying, women's college basketball history. That's what they arguing. Like, it only makes sense that the quote unquote, they look at you now like the best. This ain't a LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar award where it's longevity. They played 20 years. They all get the 4 years.
Mhm.
She did that. But a lot of girls, you know, back then, I'm not even sure if they all played 4 years. But
Right.
same point in time, though, she played the 4 years, and at the allotted amount of time, she scored the most points ever. And that's definitely something to, you know, comment on at least. There's going to be people that's definitely going. Everybody in Iowa right now is like, hell yeah, this is bogus. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Everybody in Iowa. And
that's because Iowa wants somebody to mention.
I'm outside of Iowa, and I at least understand the point.
I get the point, but like, that's one school. I get that one school being upset.
That's one person.
Right.
That motherfucking lit
So-
the country on fire.
Right.
Made us watch her like Steph Curry or some shit for 2 years in a row. Went to the league
Did she
and
not
turned up
also
on these
lose?
motherfuckers to the end of the
Did she
year.
not also lose to the person that we was just talking about a few minutes ago?
Everybody lost to the motherfucker.
My point exactly. So
You know what I'm saying?
okay, you got in there, you got your bones, you did what you did. Like it's like LeBron with his 50,000. All right, you're doing what you're doing. All those points. When's the next ship gonna come?
Man,
Like this is what's gonna really make stuff better.
They trying to do it now in LA now.
Man, nah, they trying.
Okay, man.
But I'm just saying, like,
Shit,
hey, hey, until I can see it in action in the playoffs. How many ships did she win when she was in college? 2.
Who?
Caitlin.
No, she ain't win none. She ain't win
Oh.
none.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. All those points with no hardware.
How you feel about him, though?
I mean, shit, I'm not on the vine about it. I'm gonna keep it real. That she just got here. She ain't won nothing yet. You know, let's keep it honest. She has a vast amount of talent. She has no ceiling that I can see right now. She has a very good future ahead of her. She's probably destined to be something good. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, shit, I don't see nobody off that list that I could put her or take off to put her up there. She's doing a very good start. She has a very good start ahead of going what it is.
She got great potential.
But shit, as far as I remember, the Fever's record was 20-20 last year.
No. This is strictly college.
College. No, that ain't at the collegiate level. Shit, not even. Them ladies was dominating.
Brianna
She didn't get no
Stewart,
ring.
Candace Parker, Deanna Taurasi, Maya Moore, and Cheryl Miller.
Yeah, all that's gonna come down to just not being the ring. I'm sorry.
Right.
If she would have caught them rings, or that ring, we might be talking about something.
That's just go ahead.
I mean, I'm not taking nobody off that list to put her up there. Motherfuckers can be mad as much as they want to.
You not taking her off?
I can't.
You not taking anybody off?
Not
I
taking
would
not a
love to,
soul.
but I can't do it.
Not respectively.
Yeah.
Y'all out there let us know how
You said
y'all
somebody in
feel.
Iowa, man.
Y'all out there let us know how y'all feel. Yeah,
We
somebody
lost
in
two-
Iowa, man.
We lost 2 Iowa fans.
Yeah,
The views just
somebody
went down by
in
2.
Man, sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On the real 2 years.
Shout out Stein. Bye-bye.
Really,
103 now.
I really like Caitlin Clark, man. But I think I'll be hard pressed to have take anyone off that list. And then honestly, when you talk about top 10, I'm having a hard time putting Caitlin in that list. When you look at them Tennessee teams and girls that have won
Man.
2 and 3 chips. I mean, Shamika Holtzclaw. I mean, people can say what they want, but my God, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. You talking about Cheryl Swoops. I mean, you talking about some dogs, man. Some dogs. Swoops was a problem, man. Real talk. But moving right along, man. Gotta do a little bit of football today. I know it's March Madness, but just put a little bit of football talk. Free agency.
I watch that shit like that.
With the big name free agents have already been picked and big time players have already been re-signed. Name one free agent signing you loved and re-signed player you thought was the right move, and name one bad free agent signing and one player you wouldn't have re-signed.
I'm gonna tell you right out the gate, Kirk Cousins should never have gotten. They should have never brought that nigga back. I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell they think.
They didn't re-sign him though.
Well, they let the nigga enter the building again. Nigga, I'd have took the key, nigga, everything. I'd have took the US out of stripped the locker.
Damn.
trying to pack this shit, had it sitting outside waiting for his ass. I'm telling you, man.
Damn.
How many interceptions did he throw down at the end of that season?
Quarterback
the nigga
coach
was averaging
trade,
like 2
that's
interceptions a game.
Unlimited.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
He said it another one.
What'd you say?
Unlimited.
Unlimited, bro.
It was an infinity sign.
Unlimited.
Interceptions. They just threw.
Man, come on, man. You let
Whatever
the
you
young
do
boys
for
cook
touchdowns,
down
that number,
for
there
the
was an
Falcons,
infinity
man.
sign on the end.
Let the young boys cook down there, man, for the Falcons, man. Come on.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he's gonna get the start.
If
If they haven't already said that.
Man,
So okay,
be a tutor.
right? Then as a backup,
Yeah,
So
so
that-
that man
Kirk
be a
is a good
tutor.
backup.
So that was your bad pick.
And that was
Steve?
horrible. It wasn't even a
That was-
signing.
what was the
It
next
was just,
thing?
I just had to comment on
Yeah.
that.
No, that's fine.
It was horrible. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, that's my bad though. Anyway, you know they didn't sign it. The signing is Adams is the best to me because they got potential to win a Super Bowl with the Rams, and of course DK Metcalf, regardless of who throwing him the fucking ball, that's just a good pickup.
It's gotta be Aaron Rodgers.
Say
I
what?
don't fucking know. He went to the building, niggas, and
They
they
talk
still
about
say they
Aaron
don't
Rodgers
know or
going
some
to
shit.
the Steelers.
Okay.
He already visited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold up. You said your free agent sign that you liked
Was
was Adams.
Uh,
And what free agent re-signing did you like?
What re-signing did I like?
Yeah.
T. Higgins, man. You know what I'm saying? I like that shit. Just because they doubled down on offense, man. We didn't see them go to the Super Bowl with no defense. We didn't see the Packers win with no defense. You know, we didn't see it happen as long as you outscore motherfuckers and they had that potential, so they doubled down on what make them great.
Okay. And
It wasn't like they were about to pay anybody else. Who else is they gonna pay? Who else is they gonna pay?
and what
On the team that earned it. You know, you talking about bringing the free agent or something. What message that send to everybody else? Like,
and what free agent signing you didn't like?
crazy signing that I didn't like. I'm gonna come back to you on that one.
Okay.
I'm stuck with Kurt.
So no one get confused. Let's do our free agent signings that we didn't like. Who didn't you like, and what player that you didn't want to see resign or didn't like the resigning of?
The one I didn't like the re-sign of was Myles Garrett with the Browns. I'm going back there.
Okay.
He said he wanted to win.
Yeah. But then that money, man, it's kind of hard to be.
He said, what was the one before that?
He's out changing my life.
What was the one right before that?
Free agent signing that you
He'd be in trouble if he
that was
that
free agent signing that you didn't like, and then that was a re-sign.
Free agent
That
signing.
would have been your re-sign.
All right, so the free agency that I didn't line was Geno Smith to the Raiders.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, because I just don't know how that's going to work out, because you have to understand that is a very, very tough division over there now. They have a lot of up and coming teams in that division, and this is going to be new scenery.
Like Atlanta though, they can still draft and then not Atlanta gonna draft,
Or
but the Raiders can draft and have him as a backup, maybe. He'd be a good backup.
They could get
or a star.
They could get some. They could get their future. They can get their future behind him.
Carroll.
Yeah.
But Pete Carroll's over there handpicked him. You could draft a quarterback and let him learn some very significant things. I think Geno Smith is a good teacher. I think you can learn a lot of good quality shit from dog. But as you know, if you was to put like a rookie behind him and let him see that with Pete Carroll, I think that could work.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is Pete
But
Carroll
I just didn't like it for right now because I don't know what the offensive line situation. I don't trust
Seattle?
it.
Yeah. They had a trip out the division.
So
He
Right.
decent. If Pete Carroll knows how to cater to Geno at this point.
So
So
one free agent signing that you didn't like, and one free agent re-signing that you didn't like.
It was a tie. It was a tie between T. Higgins and Chase. Because, like,
What do you mean you didn't?
I did not like him. Like, I didn't like it. Because, like y'all said, y'all had to pay one or the other. And y'all gave up all this money. Y'all told me this last week. So, like,
I told you that.
yeah. So, like, that's why I feel
that quarterback happy though.
I bet it did.
He happy both of them.
I bet it did.
But you don't need that. It's
But-
good. You just don't need that.
Fucked.
man.
You gotta understand.
Whoa.
Regardless. Like, what are they gonna do? They
That's what they
draft
gotta
all
figure
right.
out.
They draft all right. What they got? They got like 3 scouts. Everybody else got 50 scouts. You niggas got like 1 scout and shit.
Yeah.
Man. But they do a decent job.
What re-signing didn't you like?
I didn't like re-signing Myles Garrett either, but I just don't like the way that. So like he could have did something. He could have made his little press conference a little different or something. Because at first he talked about it's not about the money. It's not about the money. And then as soon as they hit that nigga with them M's, he said, all right. But I look at it as like, the only reason why I don't like it is because you voiced that it wasn't about the money. But as soon as the money hit, as soon as you see those M's, you know it's irresponsible for you not to take this bread. So like, we all know, hey, you gotta kind of do what you gotta do to support your fam in the long run versus trying to chase a ring.
We knew what this was.
Right.
We knew what this was.
Right.
They wanted to be the highest paid motherfucker. The thing he did say, I want to be the highest paid. And they was going to give him the money. We were going to have that problem. At first they said they weren't going to give this money. They wouldn't even meet with this man at first. When he made the demands, they wouldn't even meet with him.
I don't dislike any signing. I'm thinking about how I can't think of one. It's probably one, but I can't think of anybody.
Okay.
But
I think I'll say signing that I didn't.
My bad.
Excuse me. Excuse me, my notes. Oh, one of the free agent re-signings that I hated. The free agent re-sign that I hated was actually Justin Fields to the Jets. I think Fields has a ton of talent, but I think under a defensive head coach again, I don't know if he'll ever reach his full potential. I think we've seen what he looked like under a defensive head coach. I would have loved to see him with an offensive head coach. Yeah, they upgraded, and I think what they wanted was some stability.
yeah,
They just wanted. They have a solid defense. I think they just wanted a good culture guy in the locker room, and that's phenomenal. We all know that's what Justin Fields can bring to a locker room, and I think that's what they want. I think that's what they'll get. But I think he's still. But yeah, but
I say 27, 28.
But like I said,
when I said that last.
he still has to prove that he can win from the pocket. And like I said, I think not having an offensive minded head coach that knows how to necessarily utilize his talents, I don't know if that's necessarily putting him in the best situation. And also you gotta look at a first year head coach. So I personally did not for him. I know everybody think I hate Justin Fields. I don't. I think he's great. Just not for. I just don't think he's a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, he just said it's a bad.
That's my opinion. Yeah, I think that's a bad situation. Right. But and I would have to say the re-signing that I don't like. It just hasn't happened yet. Is actually Brock Purdy. I think they've let go a lot of good players. Dre Greenlaw, Funga, Depot. Now, granted, those guys does have an injury history. But when they're healthy, they are phenomenal. They're great. Purdy is great when he has talent around him, but I think he has proven in bad weather he has looked like a below-average quarterback sometimes. And I think paying him and also when you look at the pieces that they do have around him, Christian McCaffrey is getting old, injury-prone. Trent Williams, maybe the best left tackle in the league, maybe in the last decade, you can argue, right? But he's getting old and he also has injury issues. Fullback, they just resigned, I think, for a year. Cusack, I think, for a year or two. I mean, you got Shanahan there, but we all know, I think
Funds are running low.
Not
Funds and picks. They have no picks.
Yeah, I know. Well, picks for one, and then I mean, they're having to pay him $40, possibly $50 million. I think with less talent, I think that can be a problem. I think they could be looking at possibly a rebuild mode.
That's all I'm saying.
And
you got to keep on.
But you
got to keep
have,
on.
I mean,
it's just what you pay them.
Yeah, it's just what you pay.
Yeah.
But like I say, they've let go of some key pieces. And like I say, some key locker room guys and the players they have right now in their prime. So I just don't know if Purdy is that type of guy to where they can bring in players and he's going to help them develop, where you have like a Aaron Rodgers who's proven that if guys after a year or two he's made them better quarterbacks. I mean he's made them better receivers. I don't know if Purdy's skill set, I don't know if he has that in his skill set to where they can bring in young guys and he's going to make them better receivers, if that makes sense. Because he started out with he started out with IU, you started out with Debo, you started out with McCaffrey, you got Trent Williams, you got a great mind, a head coach. So I just don't know. So I personally didn't like that.
Injuries affected every
absolutely,
single
that too. But free agent signing that you did like, and one free agent re-signing that you like. Who wants to start?
I will. A free agent signing that I liked.
Yeah.
Debo Samuels to the Commanders.
Yeah, that was solid.
That is a solid player. So now you have a very, very deep receiving core over there that's even deeper than what it was last year. That could be.
They lost one.
Huh?
Commanders.
They lost one though.
Yeah, but their wide receiver core. Yeah, their wide receiver core is super deep. Now it's just over talented right now.
Yeah.
And you said one re-signing that I didn't like.
That you liked.
That I liked. Once again, the Raiders figuring that shit out with Max Crosby. And I hate putting the Raiders up there and stuff, but like that is if you ever want to keep anything, please keep your defensive pieces happy. Sure. There is no more. If your offense is looking shitty, your defense could at least hold you in.
I'm not a big Max. I think he's overrated.
I think Dog's a stud. And
overrated. I personally don't like him. He don't drink anymore because he was a former alcoholic, and I don't like that. I like my tight ends. I like my defensive players.
They have a little sip.
Alcoholics.
No, real talk though, but at least
salute.
Keep your defensive pieces happy though.
Fucking dog, bro. One of the best in the league. You probably top five. Probably one of the top 5 ends in the league.
Mm-hmm. You definitely have to pregame for this nigga. Absolutely,
he a stud, man. I fuck with him, man. And the sobriety is nothing to play with, so that's mad fucking salute, right? So you like one re-sign, one free agent signing that you like, one re-signing that you like.
I like actually everything the Bears did. So, like every player that we just got for that offensive line, that's dope as hell. It shows potential.
Those are trades.
Yeah, it like my bad. I thought we signed somebody though. So that's my bad.
You tell me.
No, I thought we signed a tackle. I swear, I thought we signed a tackle. I didn't think we traded for him.
I didn't say that.
I was just wondering. I was just wondering because
you said you liked everything the Bears. That worked for me.
No, because for real, like you just gotta think about it. As long as we can make our offense happy and figure out a way to keep the pieces that we do get and develop the shit the way that we need to, because like, isn't DJ Moore's contract about to come up?
Hell no. That nigga's locked in for 3. We restructured this shit last year as it went. You got we locked in for yes.
I was just
DJ's
saying,
locked in.
I thought he was just
no. We don't have to worry about him. He's locked in. We don't have to worry about him. Cole Kmet, none of them. Rome, none of them. The only person that we worry about is Keenan Allen. He's the only one who has an expired contract. He's an existing free agent. Everybody else is locked in. Brisker locked in. Johnson locked in. Nigga, everybody, nigga. Okay. Kyler Gordon locked in. Everybody's locked. All the big pieces are locked in for a moment. We have a large window to work with.
Okay then. So,
trust me on this, nigga. This is the best time ever.
I go with Ben.
Swift locked in. We got all these niggas locked in, nigga.
All right then. My bad. I go with the signing of the coach then, Ben Johnson. I go with us locking down somebody that we feel that has potential.
That's a huge move.
So like, it's gonna be a culture change. He's the rook here. Let's see what.
At least till 2028, but it could go to 2029. He won't be He won't be a free agent until 2030.
More.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's locked in, dog. That's what I'm saying. He's locked in, bro.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about that at all, nigga. He's a bear. He's a bear for life.
$20 million. You get paid $23 million next year.
Yeah.
So we
just
did
25.
That last year.
So he'll get paid $20 million this year. 23 and 26, and then another 23 and 2027.
We restructured it last year then?
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, because like I know it's been over a period of time. I just haven't heard about it like that.
No, it happened last year.
Last
like in the preseason last year.
One free agent.
I just didn't hear about
OTAs.
it. That was me.
Signing that I like.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought I ran through them hoes. Shit, DK.
Oh yeah, sorry, you said DK Metcalf. That's my fault. One free agent signing that I actually loved was Devontae Adams signing with the Rams. I think to replace Cooper Kupp. Adams is still really freaking good, and a pairing with McVay and Stafford and Puka Nacua, along with that young defense, could be trouble in the NFC. The only thing is, I think Adams is going to have to humble himself just a little bit and block, because McVay is definitely going to ask him to block.
He said no block, no rock.
And he might not, right, he might not get so many touches some games, but he is a professional. And I think the fact, if they're winning, now I think of course he's a wide receiver. He wants to get the ball, but I think hopefully with that culture, I think he's proven to be enough of a pro to not be a distraction, especially as long as they're winning. And they have a really good chance. I think it'll be a sleeper and win the Super Bowl next year.
I'm trying to tell you.
One re-signing I like was actually Kansas City re-signing Trey Smith. Mahomes looked like a mere mortal in the Super Bowl, and a lot of that had to do with that O-line imploding and getting a lot of pressure on him. Also losing Tooney to the Bears was imperative, so I think they almost had to sign Trey Smith. Some people say they might have overpaid, but I mean, he's probably one of the top 3 guards in the league. So I felt like that was actually a smart re-sign. Andy Reid know what he's doing. And man, I'm super happy that the Bears got Tooney. Hey man, it's that time again, man. Mr. Late. A Cool's Corner. It's y'all first time checking it out, man. A Cool's Corner is basically our brother Cool over here is gonna tell you guys a movie or a series to check out really quick, and also where you can catch it out. Cool, man. What can these people check out, man?
Fine. So, like I said, it's getting to the goddamn. It's getting to the month of getting into new season releases. So, like, it's gonna be Solo Leveling. Like, it used to be a video game. Now they have their little series coming out. They're on their season 2 of it. Animation, fire. You can catch it on Crunchyroll. Like, if you like combat scenes, if you like necromancers, if you know what a necromancer is.
No, they don't.
Oh, all right. So a necromancer is
no, we don't. What is it about?
Oh no, it's legit about this guy who is, his name's Jinwoo. He's leveling up, which is something that you're not supposed to be able to do with your mana in this world. So like, whatever you come in as, if you're A rank, you're A rank. You can't get no better, you can't get no worse. If you're B rank, you're a B rank. But he started off as an E rank, and he had this thing called an awakening. So then everything happened to where he got a secret necromancer level, and his job became being a necromancer. So now he's trying to find the, what is that called? Fountain of youth for his mother. So his mother's sick. He's trying to find the fountain of youth for her so he can give her the water and make her healthy again. Dog finds out that he unlocked that level, became a beast. So like, anybody he defeats, he can possess. So now your soul is his, and you become a part of his shadow.
So he ain't romancing next no more?
Oh no.
No necromancer?
Nah.
Really, he ain't romancing next no more?
He ain't did it. He ain't did it.
Where can they find this?
You can find it on Crunchyroll, man.
What's the name of it again?
It's called Solo Leveling.
That's
just, if you like magic, if you like fighting, if you like good animation and a nice plot line, and even if you like video games, it got something for you.
I like that. Straight like that, man.
That's what's so fun.
Yeah, man. It was. And that is a Cool's Quarter, man. So, Solo what now?
Solo leveling.
Solo Leveling, man. Check it out. You say Crunchyroll?
Yep.
Crunchyroll, man. If you like anime, man, you want to see some fighting, some conjuring, some necromancing, some and all that good
He
stuff,
said some
man.
necromancy.
Check it out, man. Check it out. Moving right along, man. Men's college basketball seems to be the only major sport that has digressed over the past 20 years. Why is it? Why, if you guys think so?
Because of tradition. There ain't no such thing no more. That portal and being one and dones, like all that shit, it just took away the tradition. Like when you were a fan of the team, you were hoping your star player stayed for 3 years or 4 years because they going after that championship.
Ooh.
Nobody has.
Larry Johnson was to the second year.
Nobody.
I heard about them losing the year before.
It was the third year.
It was the second year, wasn't it?
Third.
So
they okay. But like
JUCO college player of the year.
Yeah. Well, my point is, I ain't know him then either. Like we didn't know this nigga. Well, I didn't know him until they actually
Odessa, Texas.
won and shit. Actually, I ain't know who they were until the year they lost. That's when I watched all the games. The year they lost. Right, that's the year they lost in the finals. Because the year they won, the year before that, that's when everybody was talking about him, and I wasn't seeing him yet. So like, yeah, man. So like, he went all of these years, and so like, one and done is like really effective. If you think about it, it's only been, I can't say only been a few, but here and there, you got your Stephon Marbury's. It was hot when motherfuckers was one and done it for a second back then.
Right.
But like, and it's a couple now. You get your Cooper Flag or somebody. You know what I'm saying? You still got your guys now, but it just, you can't build that culture. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of motherfuckers.
Sidechain on.
If you ain't a fan of that team, you know what I mean? You ain't.
Sidechain off.
Yeah, man. I ain't even cut you off, man. I was just trying to agree with that shit. Like, yeah, that's fucking it up. A lot of one and dones, man.
it really is. It's just like
That's
it's too many.
It's
It's like
a little part.
Like, how many of these motherfuckers that are one and done could have actually came out of high school? That's my key here. Like, that's my key question. Like, I understand you might have had a hot, good year for your rookie year at college. All right, your freshman year, you was lit. Who's to say you weren't gonna be asked the next season? Like, bro, like, did you win the championship? All right, then why are you one and done? And like, I understand the money's there, but where's the heart at? Because, like, bro, now you got NILs. These should make you want to stay. Like, I don't get it. Like, bro, if you're already receiving the bag now, why are you trying to be a one and done type player? Like, I understand the bag is bigger, but dog, you still need to develop. Like, right now, the NBA is starting to look like something I wouldn't really want to watch. Like, I would want to watch, like, the Olympics and shit, but, like, bro, the only time I'm gonna really want to watch the NBA is once it starts getting to the finals. Because, like, bro, the style of play is just poppy. Like, it's a highlight league now. That's all it is. Like, bro, back in the day, you used to be able to watch Jordan and all those guys play and it not be like everything had to be a highlight. Like, everything was fundamentally sound. Now it's just, if you can hit a three from 80 feet away, pull that bitch. Bro, the league's changed. No hand checking. Like, it's just all about scoring and dunking. What, like, defense really don't mean much now. So, like, Rudy Gobert winning it how many times he won it? Ass. How many times have we seen him get dunked
Fam,
on?
you can't say that.
Not like that. Not like that.
Bro, Rudy Gobert will be a Hall of Famer.
No, he will be. He will be. But he's still ass.
Well, we talking about college stuff.
Yeah, well, what are we talking about?
No, I'm just saying about the tradition of it. Like, it's
I'm wondering what
trickling
y'all
into the
think about-
NBA.
What y'all think about
It's poppy.
the college game not being as far as it used to be?
Guys don't really stay as long in college as they used to get the all 4 years. There's too many availabilities to get into the league, not necessarily the NBA, but the league. You got the G League, the D League, the European League, and stuff like this, where guys are constantly getting scouted to go over here, young, youthful guys and stuff. So staying in college for them 4 years seems obsolete when I can start my actual career, whether I make it to the NBA or not. I could actually start my basketball career in my youth. So staying 4 years in college and staying with this team doesn't seem that. My idea is to, once I leave college, to start making money for ball any way it is. I understand only a certain amount of people make it to the NBA, but the G League is still looking for people. The D League is still bringing in people. The European League, the Australian League, the China team, the Vancouver team, the Mexico team.
Right.
Everybody's looking for hoopers now, because hooping inside this, even that ignition thing, you know what I'm saying, tournament, stuff like that, with those two teams, all the new things are going through these. We just watched a handful of guys out of this ignition tournament stuff that was ignited 2 or 3 years ago make it to the NBA. And these guys wasn't even playing in college teams, and they made it to the league off this. And they're starting for teams. So if I can see this, why would I sit here and do 4 years in college what a typical guy would do in order to get looked at by an NBA team? You know, why would it? That normal tradition you talk about, it's gone no more. Why would I waste my time when the plan is to get paid for hooping?
No, but those are also players that are coming out of high school type shit and getting paid type
You know
shit.
why I feel like
That's what I'm saying. It's just because, like, they have the capability of coming out of high school to do this. Like, that's rare. That's rare. Now, there's a whole bunch of people that just think I'm cold enough to come off.
No, but the
And
actuality is you only need to do so many time in college to do it. You cannot come from high school and go straight into the league no more. That is not what you can do. You have to play some type of collegiate ball for a period of time before you can go there. That's the only reason why these guys are going out here and wasting their time, what they think, going to this. I always tradition get your schooling first and go about, because if you get fucked up and hurt, you still got to fall back on a career. That's how I believe. But that belief system is gone. Why would I do that when I had to go over here to Southern Hanson University, go play with them for a year and a half, and I can get drafted and put into the G League for the Warriors right now, or for the Wizards right now?
The way I feel is that we just don't know these guys. Every year you look up and you watch college games, it's like all brand new guys. It's like, who are these guys? You have to love this game to like really want to know who these guys are every year. Or you have to be a guy who's looking at particular teams because you went there or you love this team.
Or know somebody.
Back in the day, it was just greatness everywhere because guys lost last year and we didn't even know about. Now they coming back this year. You watching the game, your management told you, oh man, this team dope. You know what I'm saying? Watch them, and then you know the announcers telling you, giving you all the stats and what they did last year, and they telling you how cold they are, and because they've been doing it for years, and, you know. So like when you get used to the Fab Five coming back again after they lost, or UNLV winning and then they still there, like you're used to these storylines. You know what I'm saying? That's how the NBA got people beat, because whenever you have a story, you know what I'm saying, you got your good guys, your bad guys. It play out like a Hollywood movie almost. Yeah. But you need the familiarity. The main character in this movie is unknown.
Yeah, I agree.
We don't know these kids.
That is a perfect. I love the way you put that. And that would probably be the best way I would say it, is that just piggyback on what Stubby was saying as far as like tradition. I think when you look back, is when I started watching college basketball, early '90s.
Yeah.
I would push back a little bit on far as people making it seem like one and done is like something new. This isn't anything new. The difference is when you had a Stephon Marbury.
It's just a small part.
When you had a Stephon Marbury come to the college, he had veteran guys that had been there with him. When you have a Jason Kidd that goes to California, he had a Lamont Murray that had already been there. Mm-hmm. When you have a Allen Iverson stay there, even though he didn't stay all 4 years, he stays 2 years. He has a Victor Page and a Jahidi White there with him. So there's always been stud freshmen coming into the league. It's just that, just like what you were saying, you don't have a lot of those other guys that are that are all conference guys who have said, okay, you want all conference, I gotta shoot my way to the league. But I think a lot of that
because
will
Shaq
start.
came in killing, but he had Stanley and
Right.
he had motherfucking Chris Jackson.
Yeah, Shaq came in. He was actually the third best player on this team. You had Stan. No, Patrick was the best player on this team.
Yeah,
absolutely best player.
But he had Wingate.
He had Wingate and all them other dudes.
Great coach.
And then he also had John Thompson as well.
Great coach.
It's just like how many freshmen come in.
But no.
Year after year.
Yeah, but that's always been that. But I actually think college basketball will get better because I think with that NIL money, you will have those guys who are all conference that'll say, you want to know what? I don't necessarily have to go to the NBA this year because I'm making good money here. So I think having those guys stay, that will start to build that culture. That will start to build that when it comes March Madness. Oh, I remember when Bailey played this guy last year and they were going at it, and now they're both seniors, or now they're both sophomores, and that's to piggyback off what you were saying as far as stories, and that's what we all remember. We remember Allen Iverson and Ray Allen going at it in the Big Ten tournament. Oh shit, I can't wait for them to go at it. I hope they meet in the tournament. And Chris Webber and those guys going against North Carolina.
Mike against Pat.
Yeah, Mike and Pat. So I actually think.
It's always been those stories.
It has.
This guy's always been there.
It has, and I actually think the NIL money will hopefully, like you said, will keep guys in college to where they're staying 3. Not you don't even have to stay 4, but if you have guys staying,
give us 3 years,
guys says 2,
at least
3
2,
years.
yeah.
I mean, I think they'll really start to build that culture and really bring men's college basketball to where it
You
was.
told me I could advance my game and get to the league. I'm gone.
I
don't want
Maybe that good way if you can get to the league, maybe you can get some NIL
Tony
money.
Snell got there.
One thing I do miss about college basketball. One thing I do miss about college basketball is a big man. Y'all hit that like button too, man. Subscribe. College basketball is missing big man these days. So I wanted y'all to give y'all opinion really quickly, a quick rundown of the 5 underrated big men in college basketball. At number 5, I went with Kurt Thomas. A lot of people don't understand. Senior year led the nation in scoring and rebounding. 28.9 points per game, 14.6 rebounds. TCU.
So we going guys from back in the day.
Yeah, all time.
Okay.
Oh damn! See, I misunderstood this.
Yeah, I misunderstood too. I thought
You didn't get the assignment, my guy.
but ain't I know today niggas, so I got all old school niggas anyway.
Yeah, I was looking at today's niggas because I was looking at March Madness.
No.
So like I thought we were going like Cinderella
I
type
got
situation.
Big Country. Do you remember Big Country? Man, this motherfucker was heavy as hell, dog.
He snapped it
I
out.
just nominated somebody to trade themselves. I remember what?
Big motherfucking Country.
Got drafted number 7 by the Vancouver
Come
Grizzlies.
on,
That
dog.
guy,
Yeah,
Big Country Reeves.
yeah, Big Country.
You talk about the white guy with the 2 black things on his wrist.
Shit,
On number 50,
shit.
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. That's
Used to-
where he went.
Where Shaquille O'Neal said that, he used to kill me. Brian Reeves. Big Country.
Yeah, it is.
That Big Country?
That Big Country.
That Big
Yeah,
Country.
I know Big Country Reeves, dog.
Yeah, I take that personal.
I used to play with him, pause
Yeah,
on March Madness. He was a
Ooh,
dog,
major
number
pause.
50. Yeah. Yeah, I know Big Country. I love that pick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He got a farm now.
You look like he got a farm now.
Endo, who you got? Number 5.
Trailer.
Okay.
Come on, fam. One of my favorite players, bro. One of my favorite players broke the backboard. Stubbs, so you got number 5.
Julius
Underrated
Pepper.
big man.
Julius Peppers.
That was a horrible pick, but I'll
North
take it. as a
Carolina.
pick. I know, he was a lefty. He used to catch oops, number 50. I know. I was shocked when it, football season they said that he was going to be the number 1 pick. I'm like, he played basketball. I didn't know he was an awesome fucking football player. But okay, Julius Peppers, I'm not mad at that. And number 4, nobody talk about this dude, man. I used to watch him play all the time. Deion Thomas, 2,129 points, most points all time in Illinois basketball history. think about that with how many great players have went to Illinois. Kendall Gill, Nick Anderson, Deron Williams, D. Brown, Frank Williams, and Dimitri. Oh my God, Frank! If he would have never got hurt, one of my favorite players of all time. Out of Peoria Manual, they just wrecking shit.
Did they win 3 or 4?
4 in a row.
4 in a row.
Sergio McClain, fucking Lawrence Griffin.
That's all that was the Peoria Manual Illini.
Sergio was just. I was just watching. So he's helping them coach now. He's like advisor. I'll never forget the nigga had a pinched nerve and hit a shot in the corner, bro. He couldn't move his neck, just running like this. It was crazy, bro. I'm sitting up with egos going crazy. But yeah, man. With Deion Thomas, man. Look at it. He actually got drafted. Super good player. Underrated, man. What you got?
All right, man. I'm going Stanley Roberts, man.
All
day long. LSU is better than Shaq.
Not wrong.
LSU.
Not wrong for that.
Yeah. If he could have kept his weight, man, it would have been phenomenal in the league. Stubbs, who you got number 4?
Tony Gonzalez.
Who?
Tony Gonzalez.
Okay, all right, we're done.
He said underrated. He said underrated.
I'm not
You
talking
can't-
about niggas that we got about. Niggas don't talk about. We say underrated.
Man. Better yet, you're fired. Dog.
Oh, shit.
Now
You
see
said
the
priority.
next
That's
week.
a real pick, Jody. That's a
Dog.
real pick.
That is a real. Tony Gonzalez, if you guys did not know, he did play basketball for the University of California. Was actually decent, man. He was actually catching oops and shit. That's actually, if you when he actually scored a touchdown, he was the one that started the dunk. I'm not sure if he was the first one, but he was the one that made a famous dunker because he actually did play basketball. Tony Gonzalez, man, number 4. Hendo, who you got number 4?
Greg Oden.
Big man.
He was cold.
Greg Oden was cold, man. And there's a reason why he went us.
Yeah.
It was a reason, man. It was a reason.
In high school.
Yeah. I mean, he was nice, dog.
In high school.
If he could have had some early healthy years, that Blazer team would have been ugly. That's all. We've seen a little highlight. We've seen a little bit of flashes of the highlights. But if that team could have been healthy, we don't know what the ceiling could have been. That's all.
Excuse me.
I'm not gonna say nothing else.
I saw Greg Oden in high school, and him and Mike Conley played. Greg Oden is the only big man to this day I've ever seen that did not jump if he wasn't blocking your shot. If you don't believe me, go look at Greg Oden in high school. He does not jump unless he is blocking your shot. Like, phenomenal player. A lot of people don't go look at him in college. A lot of people forget he led that Ohio State team to the championship game, and he was
patting shit.
With a bad hand. Like,
he was patting shit, standing still.
Like Greg Oden was a phenomenal player.
As soon as you come for a layup, that motherfucker.
And that's why out of Lawrence. Yeah. Number 3, I went with a lot of people forgot about this young man, but he was a phenomenal player for St. John's. Him and Felipe Lopez made one hell of a 1-2 duo. Zendon Hamilton, 20.8 points per game, 10.3 rebounds his sophomore year. Phenomenal player, lefty.
Man, I'm not sure what position this nigga played. I gotta go Kenyon Martin, dog.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Goddamn monster.
Come on, man.
I like that.
He was really a monster.
Come on, man.
He really was.
It was
Come
ugly,
on.
dog.
Him, Kenny Satterfield,
So high,
I think
man.
Flint was on that team. He out there, light-skinned, bald-head nigga, probably like maybe 4% body fat, throwing shit to the
That's a
third
good
row.
shit.
Talking
I
shit
like
to
that.
niggas.
Motherfucker jumping high as
Yeah,
hell,
dog.
Like, man, what
That
the
shit was
fuck,
crazy,
man?
bro.
He was a
And-
bully.
And the thing was, he could switch too. And he's always been able to do that. He could switch on your point guard, pretty much guard all 5 positions, bro. Kenyon Martin, I like that pick. I didn't look at him as underrated because he went number 1 overall, but
Yeah.
But,
I kind of like got mixed up on
oh,
some.
you
You know what I'm
good, you
saying?
good.
Not
good.
mixed up.
And we're on number 3.
Number 3, AD.
Anthony Davis, bro.
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
I can't go with that.
Because he's not underrated.
I can't.
But I
You
got
don't
guys on my list.
no,
I can't go
you don't have no right
I
to
got
talk.
another not underrated.
I can't go with that.
None.
Who, me?
No. Yes.
Yes, I
You
can.
see, I ain't called on you yet because I'm
I
nervous.
kind of felt like that, but I can see where it is. I kind of felt like a couple.
I got one too.
I figured they did. I might as well get mine out the way.
Yeah.
Number 3 stuff. Who you got?
Larry Sanders.
College. What college you go to, stuff? Because I know off the top of my head. VCU.
Yeah, he went to the school that, what's his name? Nah.
He went to the VCU, I know.
Yeah.
I got you.
Appreciate
Larry
it.
Sanders.
But he was underrated.
He actually did. I like Larry Sanders, bro.
Because he was also underrated in the NBA. Until he started doing what he had to do. And then motherfuckers told him he can't get high no more. And then, bam, he left.
I ain't mad at him.
He left.
I ain't mad at him. Number 2 for me, a lot of people don't remember this young man, R.I.P. man, but he was a phenomenal talent. Eddie Griffin, Seton Hall University. I used to watch him Machine Holloway play. 17.8 points, 10.8 rebounds. Talking about one and done's, Big East Rookie of the Year. Ended up getting drafted, I think, number 6 or 7 to the Houston Rockets. But if you talk about underrated big man, he could absolutely do everything. Absolutely big time talent, man. R.I.P. man. To one of the great Seton Hall big men of all time, Eddie Griffin. I'd say it was only that 1 year, but to give you 18 and 11 as a rookie in the Big East back then, yeah, he's a problem. He's a problem.
Shit, number 2 for me, I got Juwan motherfucking Howard, man.
Dog, man. Chicago vocation, stand up, man.
Like, honestly, I get why he was underrated, though, because he wasn't athletic. The motherfucker couldn't run fast, jump high. But, he had fundamentals, you know what I'm saying? And he played with great motherfuckers in college, so.
It kind of helped when you playing with Jalen Rose and
Chris Webber,
Ray Jackson.
But he can still play, though.
Oh, yeah, phenomenal. Stubbs, who you got? Number 2, underrated big man, college basketball all time.
What's my guy's name from Gonzaga? He had the long ass hair with the big ass mustache.
Sam something.
Talking about Kelly Olynyk.
No.
Dog. Talking about Adam Morrison.
Yep.
It's not a big man.
I thought. Is that?
Ford. He got drafted by the Lakers. Matter of fact, he might have been a guard. Well, I'm pretty sure he was small forward. Yeah.
This person I'm thinking of was big man, like big ass biker mustache.
I gotta know what team.
Like, you know who I'm talking about. He got drafted by the Bobcats.
Yeah, it's Adam Morrison. I know exactly what you're talking about. Adam Morrison, pretty sure, yeah. Michael Jordan drafted him. I'm thinking the Lakers, yeah. He might end up going to the Lakers later.
Michael Jordan drafted. You talking about Kwame Brown?
No. Adam Morrison.
No.
You talking about Adam Morrison? I know you're talking about.
Adam Morrison, yeah, I know you're talking about. Gonzaga?
Yeah, Adam Morrison.
Yeah. Like
with the handlebar mustache, like a wrestler.
You like you singing country songs.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, he wasn't.
Told you.
My bad.
My number 1 gonna fuck y'all.
Told you. Stubby, I'm a psycho with this shit, bro. I was literally just sitting up watching
I mean, but who wouldn't remember that nigga?
Brooklyn.
His name's Adam Morrison.
Basis.
That's the name of a musician.
Great song, Motorcycle too. It's a great song.
Adam Morrison is a name of a musician. So it's funny you look like him.
Did you do your number 2, Endo?
I also had Juwan Howard.
Yeah, Howard.
Okay,
I really did.
I like that. You got anybody stuff?
No.
No?
Yes. Nah, because it fucked me up. I thought it. So, yeah, I was wrong.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. Number 1 for me, man. Super underrated. Nobody talks about this guy. One of my favorite college basketball players of all time. Nobody talks about him. Drafted by the Detroit Pistons. Lou Rowe.
Okay.
18.6 points per game. 8.3 rebounds. Check this out. He was Atlantic 10 Player of the Year, 3 times Atlantic 10 All-Conference, 4-time Atlantic 10 Tournament Team, and Atlantic 10 Rookie of the Year. No one talks about this guy. Go look up Lou Rowe. He was a man amongst his boys. Him, Padilla, was it Edgar Padilla, something like that, point guard. And then you also have Marcus Camby. That UMass team was fun with John Calipari, but Lou Rowe was absolutely the heartbeat.
I wanted
of
to say
that
Marcus
team.
Camby, but he just wasn't underrated.
Yeah, no, he wasn't underrated. He ended up going number 2.
Yeah,
he was a problem, bro. Number 21. Yeah, Lou Rowe was that dude, man.
I got somebody colder than that was underrated.
I doubt it. But who?
Big motherfucking John, nigga, from Syracuse. The lefty with the drop step. He's like a power forward or some shit.
What about John Wallace?
John Wallace, Big John.
He was right-handed.
No, was he right-handed?
He wasn't better.
He
wasn't better than Lou, though, in my opinion.
I don't know about that.
But number 44, he got drafted by the Knicks.
No, I'm saying I don't know. I feel like Big John was better than Lou.
You think so?
Yeah, when he carried more of the offensive load, Lou Rowe was playing with these other niggas. I mean, it wasn't like Marcus Camby was doing everything, but
no, that's fair. I mean,
I feel like Phil probably has more points, probably. Yeah, exactly. It's at least comparable.
Absolutely.
But Big John, the only reason I'm confused
Wallace
is because my nigga Tyrese, this nigga was left-handed. This nigga who played one-on-one kept doing. That's all he had shout out. Big John. Big John dude drops down. Big John. Big John.
Yep, John Wallace. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You gotta know who I'm talking about.
I have to say, my number 2 is gonna be both Plumlee brothers, and my number 1 is DeMarcus Cousins.
Okay. I'll accept that. I will accept that. I like Boogie, man. He was definitely underrated on that Kentucky team.
I just say because he's playing with John Wall.
Yeah, he's playing with John Wall. That's definitely a good one. Number 1, Hendo. You the man of the hour. Final one.
Joakim Noah.
Yeah.
With that Florida team.
You know who's even more underrated than him, I think, was Al Horford.
He was really on my list, and I should have come in, but I felt like
those are 2 great picks right there. You know what I'm saying?
I don't feel like dog
about that team.
That's arguable. That's
Those
arguable.
niggas won
That's
2 in a
arguable.
row.
That's
Nobody
arguable.
talk about them.
But he was
That's
the
hard.
team.
Those are real good picks, though.
You can say that, but like he was underrated. Nobody thought he was gonna come out and
Yeah.
to a certain degree. But when you put those 2 together, you get a championship winning team. That's all I'm saying. That's a perfect combination. Separate, they different niggas. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
But
that was a
Teddy
great
on that?
combination.
No, he wasn't on that team.
What's the name? Brewer.
Yeah, Ronnie Brewer.
Yep, Ronnie Brewer. Yep,
Ronnie, Corey, whatever.
Yeah,
Corey Brewer.
Yeah, because I actually thought he was going to be the better pro.
Brewer?
Potentially wise.
Was
yeah.
Corey Brewer the one that came to the Bulls?
Time on that team, dog.
That was just a
Was
good
that the
team.
one that came to the Bulls?
Yeah, it was just a great team.
Yeah, it was.
It was just a good
It
team.
was. I don't think so. I'll try to run through these real quick, fellas. 10 questions this week. Y'all let us know too, man, how y'all feel about these. The 10 best college basketball players in the 90s by rank, regardless of gender. At number 10 for me, fuck what you heard, man, Candace Parker.
Yeah.
Regardless, 90s basketball, men or women, I'm putting Candace in that top 10. I'm sorry. Sue me. Number 10, who we got, Stubbs?
Oh, Kansas as well.
Candace? Okay. Bill.
Number 10, man, I got Shamika. You know, Shamika.
Yeah. That's hard. Hendo, number 10,
Cheryl Miller.
90s.
Oh yeah, well, all right. Bump her off the list then. Stacey Augman right now.
Ooh, okay. Ooh.
Yeah, I thought
The
about that.
Plastic Man.
I thought about that, huh?
The Plastic Man. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9, man, I gotta get the sisters out the way. Meek, man. Shamika
Yeah.
Holesclaw.
I hear you.
Hands down,
Yeah.
one of my favorite players. You talking about somebody with some bop in their game. And she wore 23, and I wasn't mad about it.
Man.
She was so fucking cold.
Murder.
Well, she got like 3-4 rings. That's another reason why. With my favorite coach, Pat Summitt, too.
B major.
B major.
B major.
Y'all like REM? Okay.
Oh yeah, I love that shit.
Alright. Interesting. I'll take that shit. REM is a person, I guess.
Yeah. What you know about PM Dunn?
What? I'm not sure how we
That
got
was
here.
That was my nigga. That's because he was fat and wore glasses. I fuck with him.
Coach REM for UConn, man.
Coach Ariema?
What's his name?
Gino Ariema?
Whatever the fuck his name
Okay.
is.
You went with a coach?
No, I was asking you, do you don't fuck with dog? Because you said your
Oh,
favorite
yeah,
coach.
yeah.
You
Gino,
said,
yeah.
you fuck with that shit. Like, oh, this nigga crazy.
Nah, I really don't. I like his players, because it was some of him and Pat. Yeah, it was some of him and Pat, and I'm always rocking with Pat.
Oh man, my next pick, man, it was way up the list, but now I gotta bring him down. This nigga said his name all the time already. 3-time Defensive Player of the Year in college. The first motherfucker to ever do that, Stacey Altman.
Oh,
Stacey
wild.
fucking Altman.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Plastic man, that's
The
wild.
first motherfucker ever to be
That's
3-time
wild.
Defensive
Go
Player.
look at Stacey
Shane
Altman highlights.
Cartier and somebody else.
Lock
only 2 other
you
motherfuckers that ever did.
Down. He will lock
He was
you
locking
down.
niggas up.
Think about a stupid athletic Tayshaun Prince.
Plastic man.
That's ridiculous. Stuff. So you got
I want to say, is his name Juwan Blair?
I
Dog
don't
who,
know.
Oh, so pick.
Blair.
yeah.
No ACL.
No ACL.
Out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
DeJuan Blair.
yeah, my bad.
DeJuan Blair out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this list we doing again?
10 best college players in the 90s ranked regardless of gender. Why?
I just liked him because he had no ACLs. Hey, that nigga had no ACLs and still made it to the league. He made it through college with no ACLs, nothing but problems, and still got. Man, I just went with the struggle on that one.
Man.
That's why I got it out the way early. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Okay.
See, leave me alone.
I need another beer. You need a beer? You don't need another beer? You don't need a drink? I got it.
Yeah. I got it.
Yeah, okay. Cheers, my man. Just cheers.
Oh, shit.
Nah,
At number 8, I went with one of my favorite players of all time, man. Excuse me. Probably one of the greatest highlights one of my favorite highlights of all time. What he did to Bobby Hurley was super fucking disrespectful.
Oh, shit.
Kenny Anderson. So, go look at Kenny Anderson versus Bobby Hurley.
Oh, shit.
If you want to look at abuse on a basketball court, he absolutely raped that little white boy. It was the equivalent to what happened to what's that brother that happened in the 90s, Rodney King. But it was in reverse. It was imagine black cops doing that to a white person. That's what Kenny Anderson
It was abuse.
did to Bobby Hurley. He Rodney King'd him on a college basketball court.
It was bad.
Super fucking disrespectful, man.
Wow.
Yes, Kenny Anderson, man, number 8. Fuck what you want to say, he can't shoot.
Straight.
That, oh my God, man. Kenny Anderson is a problem in college. Who you got, number 8, Bills?
Oh shit, number 8. Oh man, I don't know, man. I'm gonna get Kenny Anderson out. God damn, Kenny Anderson.
That's my favorite.
Shit, man. I'm gonna go Rebecca Lobo. Let's get back to Rebecca Lobo.
UConn.
She was a goddamn force.
She was a force. She looks better with age. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked out.
I don't get that. Yeah, she looks actually better with age.
Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, hey, that's Rebecca.
Yeah, that's Rebecca. Okay, look, and she got like 4 kids. Okay, Rebecca. Okay, somebody climbing that tree. Stubbs, who you got? Number 8.
Steven Adams' brothers.
Nigga, if you say Toby Bailey, I swear to God, you can just leave. And I like Toby Bailey, no disrespect, but I don't think he would put himself in the top 10 90 players all the time.
Allen Iverson.
Okay. At number 7 for me, I went with. You did number.
That's one
You
of my
did number
favorites.
8.
Short series.
I asked Mika.
Yep.
Number 8. Anyway.
Number 7, Penny Hardaway, Memphis.
That's a fact.
I had to go with Penny.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Give me a penny.
Murderer.
Number 6. Oh, excuse me, number 7. Who you got? Bills.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm going Sue Bird.
Ooh.
Yeah, man.
I'm going winners.
I'm going Sue Bird. Yeah, I'm going the winner's circle. The
I
winner's
like
circle.
that. Stubbs, number 7.
I feel like fam gonna respect my list.
Ray Allen.
These rings.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. I like UConn.
He got a ring too, did he? Yeah, he got a
Yeah.
ring. With
Hello.
Danielle
Who you
Marshall.
got? Number 7.
Danielle Marshall.
Larry Johnson.
Donnie.
Yeah, and Danielle.
Who?
Larry Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
You and
Oh, yeah. Grandmama.
Absolutely.
One of my favorite players, man. Hands down. At number 6, I was gonna go a player out of Illinois, whatchamacallit, but I forgot. Allen Iverson at number 6. I was gonna go to Calvin Chaney, but I gotta go Allen Iverson.
Okay.
AI was better than Chaney. I gotta take Chaney off the list. Chaney was a great scorer, but AI was different. But I put AI at 6.
yeah, that's tough.
Put AI at 6.
Well, shit, I'm going to quickly say Candace Parker, man, since you already said her.
Oh yeah, I'm not mad at that.
I just had to make sure she's higher on that list. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not mad at that.
She deserved it.
Stubbs, so you got number 6. College basketball players in the 90s, regardless of gender.
I'm gonna go with Rick Hamilton.
Okay. Okay.
What are you?
Okay. Who you got?
Candace, I gotta get her on my list. I need her higher up. So
At 6?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Candace go on that list, man. She
Okay.
go on that list now.
At number 5, I'm going with Chris Webber.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, give me Webber, man.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that shit makes sense.
Back-to-back championship games. As a freshman and sophomore, lead on both of those teams. Webb was different.
I definitely thought about it. You'll be
Yeah. Number 5.
I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna switch it back to a guy real quick. I'm gonna pick Tim Duncan.
Ooh.
Yeah, y'all probably know all about these fundamentals because he's boring as some of you people. The problem is,
Wake Forest,
he was
nasty
cold.
though. He was more responsible with Wake.
Yeah, he was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Him and Tony Rutland. And
Who the fuck is Tony Rutland?
point guard, little Asian looking dude.
Funny as hell.
Never
Man.
heard of him.
And, Randolph Childress.
Yep, Randolph Childress.
Point.
Them
Randolph
motherfuckers.
Childress.
I thought that nigga come here, nigga, shot the 3.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Tournament time.
Yeah, tournament time. Stubbs, so you got number 5.
Paul Pierce.
Okay, out of Kansas. Okay. I bet you don't remember his running name.
Hmm?
Yeah, you don't remember his running name.
What?
One of the coldest white boys ever, man. Rafe LaFrance, lefty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right for friends. He was in the league too.
Yeah, yeah.
Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, Rafe LaFrance, that was my dude, bro.
Denver Nuggets.
Number 7 pick, I think. Super professional. And I think he was on there with Jock Vaughn and Adonis Jordan. Fuck do I remember these people? My fault. Go ahead, Hendo.
I'm not remember Dennis Jordan.
Number 5.
5?
Yep.
Shit. Gotta get C-Web on there if you don't know.
That's why they're. Excuse me. Woo. At number 4, Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd. That's definitely a good one.
Yeah, Jason Kidd, man.
I definitely respect that. He was cold. I'm going Cheryl Swoops.
Damn, you got a lot of okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going Cheryl Swoops.
Okay.
Yeah, she did that.
Texas Tech.
Mm-hmm.
And won a chip at Texas Tech. That's wild. Stubbs, number 4.
Always winning. ABC. Always be closing.
Damn. Let's go with Grant Hill.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as you didn't say Thomas Hill, we are okay.
Wow.
Don't say Thomas. Don't say
Nah, we going with him.
Or
Number
Cherokee
3.
Parks, and we got
Not
issues.
Cherokee. That nigga made to the league too, though.
Yeah, he did. Was in there for a while.
You can't teach 7 feet.
No. Hendo.
Whatever.
And a locker room guy, number 4.
Number 4 for me, I gotta go Anthony Hardaway.
Yeah, Penny was fun.
Yeah, that make a lot of sense.
Penny was fun, man.
He was killing niggas. Yo, it was just a show watching it like him. You know what I'm saying? What's the name and shit? I was talking
There's a
about
reason he was on Blue Chips.
There's a reason.
Him, Marbury.
He's a murderer. He murdered those people.
Mike Bibby came in killing shit. A lot of motherfuckers. This top 3 for me will never probably change, man, for the 90s. At number 3, Big Dog, Glenn Robinson. I wanted to put him higher, but it's fair to put him at 3.
Yeah, the numbers are all kind of fucked up for me right now. I just got too many people on my list. Too many people on my motherfucking list. I'd like to replace Sue Bird with Diana Taurasi.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do. Wish she could be higher because I said her name low, whatever. She gotta be on the list. Sorry, Sue. I love you. She gotta go. Right now, I'm gonna go ahead and say Big Dog, man, because he on the list too, man. I can't even go higher with that. Man.
Man, what do you do? He giving you 30 and 10 in the Big Ten.
Yeah, man.
He throwing shit in the 9th row. He growling at you, killing you from the midi. He yamming on you. You got Gene Katie yelling at you. You got Konzo Martin is fucking robbing. Like, it's a problem, bro.
Yeah.
Dog is a problem, man. Stubbs, who you got?
Shit. Let's go with Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Shaquille. Okay. I like that pick, Stubby. I was worried for a second. I like that pick. For a second, I thought you was going to say X-ray here.
Ah, shit.
Number
I'm
3
close.
player. Yeah.
Shaq. Easy. Shaq.
Shaquille?
LSU.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Let's keep it honest. Dog was in that. Hey, mind you, this is Shaq was still breaking rims, LSU.
Oops, I broke it in your toy.
No, he wasn't talking like that. That nigga was just bamming shit.
And Shaq was yeah.
That nigga was a monster, man.
And number 2, Larry Johnson.
Yep, Larry Johnson, me at number 2.
Stubbs.
Crazy.
Shit, for me, I had to go with Jason Kidd.
Number 2? Okay. I'm not mad at that. Jason Kidd still on the point guard I haven't seen in college. Made the fool the cameraman.
Man.
I will never forget that shit.
Said, oh.
I will never forget that shit on ESPN. Nigga fool the cameraman.
Couldn't follow that nigga.
Hendo, who you got number 2? Greatest college 90s basketball player regardless of gender.
It's gonna be a flip, man. Bob Hurley.
Ooh. College John Stockton.
He was.
Steve Nash was fun too at Santa Clara.
He was,
I used to
but Bob Hurley just had, and he won chips.
No, he won chips. No, bro. Bob Hurley.
He just, no, he was just better at what he did.
Was better player,
That's all.
If you want a winner and a point guard, you create Bob Hurley. He does everything right. He's a great passer. He's gonna hit a tough shot. He's gonna play defense. You're not gonna bully him. He's gonna get to the free throw line. He's going to the free throw. Yeah, he's a problem, bro. I'm not a big fan of his brother. He's a good coach, but can be kind of arrogant. But who can? Number 1, Christian Laettner.
Yep, Christian Laettner for me.
I think Big Dog was a better player, but I mean, I think LJ and Larry Johnson. But when you look at everything he did, bro, yeah, he did all that winning, and he did it against them. I gotta say Christian Laettner.
He beat all our favorite fucking teams. Niggas wonder why we hated Duke.
I like Duke.
I grew to like him.
Yeah,
like after all of that shit blew up, I liked him around.
I like him.
Was the black point guard on ESPN 9 shit when he was playing for him.
Jeff Capel.
Brother has a snap, didn't he?
You
just went all the way in.
Jeff Capel? Is that what you talking about? Johnny Dawkins? Johnny Dawkins was a stud at Duke. Jeff Capel was nice at Duke. I'll bring up the stats.
Never mind, man. Around the Shane Battier times and shit. The point is, nigga, fuck Duke. You know what I'm saying?
That's all he really wanted to
with
say.
LJ and them. Then they turn around and beat the Fab Five, man. Fuck Duke.
Oh, 2 of my favorite teams.
It is what it
2
is,
of my
man.
favorite teams, man. I'm trying to think of this point. Jeff Capel, I'm pretty sure is who you're talking about. The black point guard. That's the only one I can think of is Jeff Capel right now. Oh, Jason J. Williams.
No, it's Jeff Capel, man.
It's Jeff Capel?
It's fucking Capel, man.
Yeah, I knew what I was talking about. Yeah.
That's fucking God, fucking Capel. That's the first Capel mentioned in any podcast, any sports talk show.
His brother was
in
actually
the history of sports talk show.
His
no
brother
one has
was
ever mentioned Capel.
His brother was
That's the
actually
first
better.
time.
Jason Capel used to play for UNNC.
He
You don't remember Jason Capel?
I do.
He was nice.
He
just kept getting hurt. He was a like a small forward 2 guard.
Yeah, I no longer
But he
speaking
was
about the Capel brothers. Straight up, we're done. Hey man, this motherfucker, this is a mistake. How the fuck this nigga even started saying this shit?
I'm
just
sorry.
You know who I was talking about.
Well, who? Yeah, Jeff Capel. Anyway, Bills, please tell these people what time it is. Oh, my fault. I did you on purpose. Go ahead.
Damn.
I got an honorable mention. I got one honorable mention.
I got some honorable mentions. I got some
Hey. I know. Michael Finley, man. Michael Finley, man. I really watched Michael Finley play at Wisconsin. I watched him, so it was crazy. But the number one should be Christian Laettner, though, because dog was really a goblin out there. And everybody was watching that shit as he was doing all this crazy ass shit.
I got Bob Hurley, honorable mention, and Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay.
Straight up, honorable mentions.
Stuff. So you got number one greatest college basketball players in the 90s, regardless of gender.
I got an honorable mention as well.
Yeah,
I'm going with
The rest of your list is on.
I'm going with Tim Duncan
That's not
in
bad.
'97
Okay.
and Chauncey Billups.
Colorado?
Yeah, I like Chauncey. His game was dope.
We didn't.
He was a game.
Like this.
Nah, he was a game manager.
This is who was the
He
coldest.
was not a
list.
game manager. He was an absolute scorer.
My point exactly. A game manager. He set the tempo for everything.
I knew I shouldn't have called on
He
you.
shouldn't have, but that's why he was the honorable mention.
Kept moving.
Yes.
No soup for you.
Yes.
None.
Yeah,
Like that
but
nigga
not
Melvin
this-
Eli told my homie Richard Brown. He was going up to lay that bitch up against Thornton. That nigga Melvin Eli said, he literally said at the motherfucker off the back, that nigga said, Like, oh shit, okay, this nigga's different. Bills, please tell these people what time it is.
Oh man, trade yourself, man. Trade yourself.
Trade yourself, man. That's how we end every episode, man. We normally try to basically trade yourself is a nice way of telling somebody F you. It could be your, you know what I'm saying, your co-worker, your husband, your wife, your cousin, you know, one of your kids. You ain't got to cuss them out, all that stuff. It's 2025. You look at them, they acting a damn fool. You look at them and say, you sir, man, you need to trade your damn self. Now, we normally try to keep it with sports figures. Brett Favre, the welfare queen, Mike Malone, Denver Nuggets head coach. But this week, Bills, who need to trade themselves?
The Defense Department, for deleting Jackie Robinson's military webpage history for 3 hours before they needed to restore it. And every chance they get, there's an attempt to erase history and replace it with his story. They only fuck with us when it's convenient. Trump vote numbers went up from blacks and Hispanics and young motherfuckers his last election because of bullshit promises that he had never delivered on post-election, which is further indication of a relationship of convenience, not equality, or dare I even say respect. And wonder why people don't even vote. You know what I'm saying? Why people don't trust the process, the people, or the illusion of democracy.
See, then they want to disconnect us. See how that worked? Now you want to try to disconnect us. Okay?
That's why we got a hard copy.
That's why we got a hard copy.
That's what I
bitch.
mean. That's what I mean when I say Trump. When I just
Yeah.
sit back and I say Trump, sometimes
Straight like that. Straight like that. Moving right along, man. See, yeah, exactly.
It's safe.
I would say.
Talking sports.
Now they're talking sports again. They're talking sports again. Stuff. Who need to trade themselves? Can't trade yourself now. Don't be hard on yourself.
I wasn't hard on myself. My answers were honest. So, nah.
I know who's definitely trading themselves now after that
Kinda.
debacle.
We got
Tony Gonzalez.
Hey, definitely underrated. You wouldn't have thought of him.
He
But
said
you know he
Julius
played.
Peppers first.
I
Yep.
know. I tried to forget.
He definitely played. Did he not? All right, though.
How were they underrated? They weren't shit. They weren't rated. These fucking guys. How do you underrate something that ain't rated? Ridiculous.
There was no rating to have.
It's hogwash.
There was letters to give. There was 4 letters.
y'all.
Out of those 4 letters, none of them were there. There was a little line that slid across. That was all it was. There was never a letter there. There was A, B, C, or D. 4 letters. There was a line where the motherfuckers was. When them niggas looked at them pics, they was like, who? No, that nigga like a football player. Hence why they went and played football. They was like, you know what? I did this investment. Oh, shit. You can run this and catch? We'll make you a tight end. Ain't you 250? Solid?
If you look at
Play
Julius
tight end.
Peppers, look at Julius
Play
Peppers
defensive end.
in the Carolina basketball jersey. He looked like he played
Miles
football.
Garrett can dunk. We watched that nigga dunking off. That little goofy, long ass dunk. That nigga, we prove we don't. That nigga gonna make the list, though.
Who trading themselves stuff?
Hey, man, Nella.
Who trading themselves?
Honestly, I don't know.
Just like Trump did. I don't know.
Trump.
Yeah, probably Trump.
Nigga, you took an undrafted player with the lottery pick. That's pretty much what you did with that Peppers pick. Stuff. So you got, I mean, Hendo, you got.
Whoa.
He averaged more than Bronny
did.
That's hard. Who?
Huh?
Who you say? No, I said Hendo, who you got? Who you
I
talking
said
stuff
Stuff first.
Yeah, I said
I say he
Who
averaged
you
more than Bronny did.
Who need to trade themselves this week, man? That's a tough one for me. I'm gonna have to still stay LeBron. I'm still going to say LeBron, man. You got to trade yourself, man. I just
totally disagree. But go ahead.
I just don't. Nah. I'm fucking with y'all. It's actually Kanye. Kanye, trade yourself, man. This nigga, every time this nigga just wants to feel relevant, he want to say some shit he don't like. First, now he's saying he don't like Kendrick music and his lyrics, and he didn't like Not Like Us. Then you was saying that shit about Drake when he was relevant and stuff. It just seems like whoever relevant going through, you just dislike their music. And you did music with all these motherfuckers. And it's crazy to me because you did music with Kendrick when you was mad at Drake and when you was cool with everybody. You did songs with Drake and the songs with Kendrick. It doesn't even matter. For you, it's all about a check and like. But now you sitting here quoting about how you feel like Jay-Z and Beyonce could have did more for you during your downtime. Niggas, do more for yourself. Stop always saying motherfuckers is for your downplay. When you was going through your tantrums and not taking your medicine and will take your medicine, that's on you. There is a self-accountability. This man has the same amount of money want to go in here, go on these rants and run for presidency and mayor and shit like this. And you have all this competency to do this, but now you need help and all these other guys come in. No, brother, this is it. You was just running a church not too long ago. How you need all this help and you leading people at a church? This is contradicting. I don't understand this shit. It doesn't make sense. Trade yourself, my guy. You not sounding like a stable person. You still sounding unstable. Talking about they could have helped you when the Kardashians kidnapped yourself. No, nigga. You fell into the pussy trap. You fell into the Kim Kardashian pussy trap. You should have known what that was. You was doing all this crazy shit with her. You was having these kids, man. You fell to that trap, nigga. That's you. How you gonna blame Beyonce and Jay? Like, man, y'all ain't come get me. Y'all knew this. Nah, man, you chose that, or they let you know this wasn't gonna be it, and you chose to go that because that was your you feeding the flesh, my guy. You fed the flesh. That's on you, man. Trade yourself, my guy.
Jay-Z carried retarded. What's wrong with that boy?
Man, right, shit like that. Come on, man.
Then he gonna delete those motherfuckers.
You disloyal motherfucker.
For real. I would say anybody that's okay with
Money change,
what's happening as far as I'm trying to remove certain like cultural stuff as far as like Black history. Anybody that's cool with that. And always Elon Musty, man. You can always trade his stuff, man. I'm sick of Buddy. But I do not condone anybody messing up people's Teslas, man. People, whether or not you agree with their politics, whether you agree with people's politics or not.
Panels falling off this motherfucker.
That's fine, but I don't agree with anybody touching anybody's property. That only proves their point. So.
Unless it's already at the property where they sell them at. Don't quote me. No,
he said, I don't know what you do in your free time,
but if you go with a manufactured,
you know,
there's plants where they have bases. No, it's plants.
But you gotta give a shout out to, man, if you're in the La Crosse, Wisconsin area, Jackson Plaza. Check out our brother Focus over the Breath of Fresh. Retro kicks, man, as well as do great shoe restoration, clothes, man. Just an overall good dude, man. Local business, check him out. As well,
Kung Fu Master.
Billy Blank Focus.
If you can fight him in a strike war, he'll give you a free pair of J's. Best of 5. Look at that. Best of 5 strikes. Bam! 1. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
2. Look at that. I've never been beat.
That is
I'm done with him.
That's a fact.
Fifth and King, our brother JV, the closet. Check him out, man, as well as great retro kicks. And then if it's Saturday night, man, you ain't doing nothing special, want to listen to some good music, download that app, bump that radio. Our brother D-Trey Manuel, trying to bring music back like how it used to be. And then also, man, if you don't know the area, check out our brother Captain Kush, man. He got merch, he does drawings. Man, you always welcome, brother Marcus Webb, always welcome, man, to come back on the show.
Best artist in Winona.
Yeah, best artist in Winona, man. Check them out, man. But like I say, man, we appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Hit that like button. Share. We're trying to get that YouTube black this year. So, man, we appreciate y'all as always. I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. Millie, a.k.a. a.k.a. Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. I'm going to let these brothers do their outro. We'll be right back. Big show next week, episode 140, man. So
right, we on 138 right now.
I know. I meant to flip it. I showed up to flip it. Better late than never. Better late than never. But I appreciate y'all rocking with us. March Madness edition is in the books. I'm gonna let these brothers do their outros.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Man, Hendo G, aka French Loaf, aka the man who be smoking that stuff. Make sure you like and subscribe. By the next time we see you, shit, we should have an NCAA champion already, man. So we should be. That should be a main event almost too. We should know who's gonna be there at least, you know?
Yeah. You do your outro.
Hey.
You know what we here, bro.
They do it, man. They know who I am.
To the team at the Barclays, the Old Headz podcast. Yo, so what's going on?
Hit it with the
Old Headz podcast. Yo, let's go.